What was your I made it moment in hockey?
I would maybe say like when I got to do my SHL debut last year. That was me realizing that I'm good at this and I can make it. I can go far in my career if I really want.
What
Yeah,
was your best moment in your career?
I would say when we won TV Pucken with our team here in the north, with just players from the north who played against other selected teams in Sweden, and we were highly underrated, and we like beat all the odds and won. So that was like one of the biggest moments, and I would really want to relive that.
Who was the best player that was on your team during that tournament or best player that you played against?
Anton Frondell, we played against him
Hmm.
in the final. That was a pretty big moment, like that we managed to beat them in the final.
Can you tell me a little bit about his game or what you saw?
Of course, a very physical player with a very good one timer and a good shot, but he also reads the play really well, and he's also become a lot better at skating. I'm super impressed of him.
How did hockey become your favorite sport?
The hockey has, it's really come from nothing because my dad didn't know anything about it. My mom didn't really care about it, so it was mostly just my dad taking a chance, putting me on the ice, and seemingly it worked out. Like he put me in other sports too. I played other stuff too, but I fell in love for hockey.
What are some other sports that you play?
Football, like yeah, soccer. I don't know what you say there. And
Yeah.
then I played floorball. I don't know if that's so much in the US.
Who, in your opinion, is the GOAT of all sports?
I would say still say Wayne Gretzky because I'm.
Hmm.
It's just so much hockey, so that's the most I followed. So
Yeah.
yeah, for me it's easier to say him.
Can you build your perfect forward? Hockey IQ, skating, shot, and physicality.
Skating, McDavid, of course. Shot, I would take Bedard. Physicality, I would take McKinnon just because he's massive and got everything pretty much. Hockey IQ, maybe go with like Alexander Barkov or someone like that.
That's a really good four. Definitely a
Yeah,
good four. What's your favorite part of the game? Offensive rush, defense, or something else entirely?
I would say probably power play.
Power play, nice. Would you rather dangle through three defenders or score in Michigan?
Probably dangle through three defenders.
What's one skill you're currently working to improve?
I would say my one timer right now. Like
One timer.
that's been a big focus this year. I would say the like getting better at shooting from everywhere. I would say so. That's what I've been working on right now.
Let's zoom out and you win the Stanley Cup. What does your day with the cup look like?
Yeah, I'll probably just take it here home to Luleå and yeah, but probably let people see it and
Mhm.
hang out with my family and yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought that far yet.
Have you been to the United States and what was your experience?
Yeah, I was there like a year ago in Plymouth playing the Five Nations,
Hmm.
and yeah, we got to go and see the Detroit, the Caesars Arena, and it was super cool and a really good experience. Like to get to see how they have it and yeah, like that. So it was a super cool experience.
What's your perfect 5-year plan from like right now?
My plan is next year to play professional here in Sweden,
Hmm.
and probably the year after that too. So probably 2 years here in Sweden, and after that, the dream is of course to go over and play. Yeah, the next 3 years in in the NHL.
Are you competitive about anything besides hockey?
I would say pretty much everything. Like
Everything?
it becomes everything. Everything is like a competition. It feels like when you play hockey. I would say, and I pretty much make everything into a competition. So I would say I'm pretty competitive at everything.
This is more of a Kobe Bryant question, but
Yeah,
do you like winning more or do you hate losing more?
that's a. It's the same thing pretty much. But
Yeah,
I would
that's
say
true.
winning. I love winning more.
Is there anything that you do to prepare for a big game, like your pregame ritual?
No, I don't. I don't have like I have small things on the ice and stuff like that, but it's
Mhm.
nothing. It's nothing special. I like try to keep it simple and then just focus like on getting my mindset right and then just go out and play.
Are you a trash talker in games?
No, not at all actually.
What's the funniest chirp you've ever gotten?
I don't get so many chirps, but
Hmm.
like a couple of months, maybe 1 2 months ago, I got a chirp that I should go see the doctor because my eyes are too close to each other, something like that.
Oh gosh. They probably don't want to chirp you because you'll score on them like 6 goals. They're worried. How do you define your playing style, and which NHL players do you model your game after?
But I would say I'm a like offensive player, of course, like with a
Mhm.
good shot and good passing ability, and got good hockey IQ too. I would say that I model my game after Philip Forsberg. I've been looking a lot at him because yeah, he's a Swede too, and like big right-hander that has a little similar play style to me. I would say so. It's been a good like yeah role model to look at.
What role has your family played in your development as a hockey player?
Of course, a really big role. I mean, driving to the practices, buying stuff for me. Like, I mean, it would of course not be possible without them if they hadn't put me in the sport and helped me through all the years when everything was yeah expensive and yeah they had to buy everything for me. Now it's of course a lot easier when you get stuff from the team and yeah, but of course it's been big and they've always helped me and been there for me. So that's been a big factor, of course.
What has the feedback been from scouts that you've talked to this year?
It's been a lot about like my intensity and my physical play, which of course I agree with. So it's been like stuff that I already know. It's been like just coming back that it's the intensity and the work rate that they want to see, and I feel that it's gotten a lot better during the season. But of course, I still got more levels to take. But I feel that it's going in the right way.
Can you take me through your off-season workout routine? Like, do you train with specific NHL players or people from your agency?
No, no, not really. We because I'm up in the north, it's hard to train with my agent because they are up down in Stockholm. But I do gym in the morning. Then we do rollerblades with the friends often, lots of days, and yeah, just to keep the like stick feeling and stuff like that. And then I usually just go home and eat, and then after lunch I will do a little easier lifting pass like that can be different, but sometimes I do sprints and sometimes I do yeah those sort of stuff more like getting quicker and stuff like that. And in the morning, I do more of the like heavy lifting.
What's your favorite meal?
Probably steak with the potatoes.
You'll love America. We have incredible steaks. Who's your most famous contact in your phone?
Probably Linus Omark.
Yeah, he's an incredible goalie. Where'd you meet him?
Well, yeah, but he plays in Luleå, so yeah, so we become good buddies. Like when I'm up training and playing with the A team, he's super like nice and welcoming to me. So he's been a good guy to me when I'm up with the men's team.
What advice would you give to young players aspiring to reach the professional level?
If I would just say to like have fun mostly. Of course, it's a lot of hard work involved. Like become a pro, it's a lot of hard work, and but most important, you have to think it's fun. And if you don't think it's fun, it's going to be hard. So enjoy everything and like just work hard all the time. I would say.
How do you envision your transition to the NHL, considering the differences in like playing style and a rink size?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think the smaller rink will fit me better because I'm like
Mhm.
closer to the net. I will have easier to get away my shot and stuff like that. But the physical play, I think it's a lot just getting used to it. It will take a little time, but I think after a couple of months, I would be used to it, and I think it will feel more natural after playing there a little bit.
What do you think your greatest strength is on ice?
I would say my hockey IQ, like yeah, reading the play and making smart decisions everywhere. I would say
If you could have dinner with any three athletes that are alive, who would they be?
probably yeah, McDavid, three at least. Probably Michael Jordan, maybe Tom Brady.
Those are the goats of all three sports.
Yeah,
What's something on your bucket list that you haven't done but want to do?
maybe go parachuting.
Nice. What's one message you'd like to give to your fans and supporters?
I don't know if I have so many fans, but
You have a lot of fans, I'll tell you that.
yeah, but yeah, but I appreciate it, and yeah, I would say mostly just that I appreciate people looking up to me and like watching my game, and I think it's super cool that like you can have fans at my age. Like
What's one life lesson that hockey has taught you?
hockey's taught me a lot about respect. I would say like you get what you deserve. Like if you do the work, if you're nice to people, you will always get it back. So that's what I think I've learned the most from hockey.
If you could play on a line with two other NHL players to
Yeah,
maximize your potential, who would they be?
Crosby. Yeah, and McDavid probably.
Crosby, McDavid. That would be a
Yeah,
great line.
yeah,
Is there a specific game you were on it?
yeah. I had a good game like last year when I played in the U18 Five Nations in Plymouth against
Hmm.
Czechia. That was against Czechia. The when I had like I think I had 3 goals and 1 assist.
So the
That
best
was a
hockey you've
good.
ever played was in the United States. So that's good.
Yeah, I would say that was one of my best games. Yeah, and I had
Saving
a
it for there.
against Finland in when we were in Czechia in was it like November October this year, like it's
Hmm.
2024, like also Five Nations, but it was this year with those sevens in the first game against Finland. That was also a super good game, I would say.
Best interview you've ever done.
My first interview after my first SHL period, I was interviewed by like the Seymour, and I think that was a good interview.
Can you tell me about your experience in the SHL?
It's a super like structured league. Everyone knows where to be. Everyone's always there. It's not a lot of like 2 against 1s and 3 against 2 and those sort of things because it's so defensive and structured. So it's like, of course, learning a lot to covering the puck and being strong on the puck because it's a lot of one-on-one play and you have to trust each other to be strong on the puck and stuff like that. So it's super important to be good with covering the puck and protecting it. So that's like what I've been training on a lot when I'm up with them.
Do you think that it's going to be similar to the NHL?
Yeah, but like of course it's maybe more offensive in the NHL, but of course it's similar like playing against men and stuff like that. So it's of course in the same way like with playing against men is it's going to be the same, but maybe a little bit more offensive in the NHL than here.
After you retire from a long, successful NHL career, would you
Yeah,
rather be a GM or a coach?
I would say GM,
Who is your NHL Mount Rushmore, like past or present?
like top four.
Yeah, not in any order. You could just throw them out there.
Oh, okay, but yeah, Wayne Gretzky's up there, of course. Mario Lemieux, and then I would say Crosby and McDavid.
What number would you want to wear in the NHL and why?
I would say 71 because I've got it in the J20 team and I think that it suits me well.
What was the first time you experienced an NHL game?
The first game I watched live was in Nashville when we were there playing a tournament with Sweden Selects like 3 or 4 years ago. Like so
Mhm.
we played a tournament in Nashville and then it was perfect to go and watch a game. So that was my first experience, but I wouldn't say that like I have a special team that I want to play for. Like it doesn't really matter.
How does it feel knowing you're eligible for the 2025 NHL draft?
It's I would say it's super cool. Like it's an honor pretty much because like you've worked for it your whole life and to like to get the interviews and stuff like that. I think it's super cool and it shows that you've done something good during your life. I would say.
Definitely a big achievement. And that
Yeah.
NHL draft is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Are you going to go to LA for it?
I don't know
Okay.
how the new. I think you get invite by then. You get an invitation by the NHL. So I don't know
Mhm.
if I'm going.
How do you stay focused and not get distracted by the draft buzz?
I haven't really had a problem with like thinking. I'm pretty good at just thinking it away when I train and play. Like I just focus at the when I have the interviews and like then it's all focus on that. And when I play hockey, it's all focus on that. And the only thing I can do is to like play the best I can, and then they can think what they want. But really, the only thing I can do is just go out there and like do my best and try to improve every day.
That's great. Just stay day by day. That's what you got to
Yeah.
do. What would it mean to hear your name called?
It would be super super like cool and something that I've of course dreamed of my whole life. It would be really amazing and something that like everyone dreams of and everyone wants to be there. So I mean, it's of course an honor and everything like that.
What do you think NHL scouts see as your biggest strength?
Hockey IQ, passing ability, and and my like shot of course too.
Is there an NHL goalie that you would love to score on?
Probably Vasilevsky.
Envision your best moment in the NHL.
I would probably say, of course, an overtime winner in the Stanley Cup final, Game 7. yeah, I don't really care who I score on. I would just want to score and celebrate with your teammates and everything. That would be super cool.
I want to thank you for coming on to Draft Pros.
Yeah, no problem.